Well, this is Alvin of Alva Art. I want to show you how to do a little bit of spot color. I do a little bit of portraiture for people now and then with my little photo company, and this particular photograph of this guy I took several years ago. And let's go ahead and do some spot color. Let's eliminate some of the color that's in there real quick. In this particular one, you notice that I have a framework that I built around the photographs, so the image isn't going to be awfully large, but let's go ahead and play with it anyway. I'm going to adjust this image right off the bat, and in this case I could go straight down here to desaturate, and I can turn this into a black and white photograph. So now this is a black and white photograph. That's simple. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to spot color, give him some color, but leave his shirt and his face and everything the way it is. But first I want to pick the contrast up a little bit. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjust, and I'm just going to go to Brightness and Contrast. Lazy man's way of doing it. Seems to work for me half the time. Bring the contrast level up, and look how that black becomes black. I like some of those gray tones, and nothing wrong with a good gray tone, but sometimes I like a good high contrast image. So now we got this great high contrast image. All we're going to do now is use a history brush and paint some color back in. If you go over to the left hand side, you hold down, you'll see the history brush tool right there. Plain, simple. And I'm going to take the history brush and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right bracket to make that brush larger, and I'm making it larger. And then once that brush is the size I want it, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to paint over the guy's face using the history brush, because the history brush will restore anything back to what it was when you first opened it, unless you've changed the physical pixel dimensions, or you've rotated the image, you made some major change. But there it is. There's spot color on the guy's face. Bingo, that easy. And you have to admit, it does look kind of cool.